All right, we're just splitting to make sure that the stream is working properly. Looks like we have a good connection here. All right, and there we go. Let's get it started, guys. All right. Hey, we started on time and you know it. All right, guys. So today's competition, Jackson Lee is the winner. Congratulations. The Bitcoin has already been sent your way. I hope you enjoy that $10 or so. As far as finance goes, Hive is doing extremely well. As you can see, we're doing very decently for the past week or so. Bathcratcher and Hive are doing extremely well for me right now. BlockFi, the price is a little bit lower. I've transferred about basically all of my USD coin to a new platform, which we're talking about today. Free Bitco still doing extremely well, compounding daily. And I've also been using CRO, and I'll talk about that in just a second. On to portfolio news. These are the holdings right now. As you can see, my CRO holdings went up quite a bit since last week. Currently, CRO is making me about 20 cents a day and rising. I'm excited. I'm doing the monthly staking right now. I'd like to hit a couple thousand. As you can see, it's at 25%. We crossed a threshold. Hive still doing extremely well. Things haven't moved too much this week as I'm focusing on other things, but I mean, I'm still making a daily income from everything, and we're still around $10 a day. All right. So the news for today, we're going to be talking about Nexo. This is going to be, I believe, the last platform that I know of. If you guys know any more, put them in the comments below. I'm doing all right, Nikom. Good to see you, man. So Nexo's all about that daily income. They have a decent variety of coins, and we'll get into that as we go here. Let's back out so you can see a little bit more. Nexo can hold a bunch of different cryptocurrencies, and it can hold some fiat currencies like euros and British pounds. They say US dollars, but it's still stable coins. So for example, they have Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Stellar, Litecoin, Cash, EOS, and all the stable coins here equal to the dollar. You can earn basically from 4 to 10%, depending on a certain thing. So one of the assets they have is their coin, the Nexo token. The Nexo token is like a stock. So the Nexo token, for example, if you hold the Nexo token every 30 years or every year or so, they give you about 30%, and that cashes out, I believe, once a year. It's not a quarterly or a monthly or intermittent stock. It's once a year. In order to unlock the higher rates, you need to give them about 10% of all assets that you have on the platform. So you build it up as you go. Currently, right now, there is no affiliate program, but they're building it. I do have a link below to it. If you want to click on it, that's cool. I don't get anything for it, but it's there for if you want to use it. This is just the official word. They have an affiliate program soon. Well, we are finalizing the details. As soon as it is ready, we will make an official announcement when it is. But going back to this page, this is generally what the account would look like. It shows your total interest. And if you click into that, you'll see actually it broken down per day, what you get. And that's the cool part about this platform, is that it earns daily, and it earns a decent rate. As you can see, I have enough Nexo that it gives me 5 and 10%. So 5% for Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP, 10% for all the stable coins like dollars, Great British pounds, euros, and etc. So essentially, if you just build this up while you go, you're making a huge amount of interest, even more than Celsius when it comes to XRP and Ethereum, which is higher than BlockFi on this platform. So Nexo has a lot going for it if you're trying to do a daily income. If you tie it in with their credit card, which I don't want to do, I honestly like the crypto.com better than this site. But if you tie it in the credit card into their app, you can actually spend some of your interest if you want to do that. To me, that's not how I want to hold my crypto, so that's how it goes. As far as safety, this is their insurance on the assets that you put on the platform. So I'll just read it verbatim. The safety of clients' funds is the first priority for Nexo. Cold storage Nexo wallets are provided by the leader in multi-signature encryption technology, BitGo. These custodial assets are covered up to $100 million by the London-based insurance company Lloyds, with its syndicate of underwriters which act under its umbrella. Custodial crypto assets are insured against commercial crime. In the unlikely event that Nexo's custodian should suffer a security breach, insurance procedures are triggered so as to compensate any losses resulting from physical and/or cybersecurity breaches or employee employee theft. It is the account holder's responsibility to safeguard their accounts by means including, but are not limited to, using a strong password, enabling two-factor authentication, and controlling all login credentials to Nexo. So they do have two-factor authentication. In general, this has become my holder of Ethereum, USD coin for the moment, and sometimes I think about shifting some of my Bitcoin here, but that's going to be a longer-term process. I'm really big on free Bitcoin, but maybe in the future we'll see what happens. All right, so modifying the cash flow model with all the platforms that I've gone over recently. Frankly, exchanges to any number of the finance platforms work very well. Again, how I personally do it is free Bitcoin, and then from there, I might sprinkle some things into Nexo, BlockFi, or Crypto.com for the different features that they have, and my severe altcoins into Celsius. From there, I definitely put some into cold storage, and if I want to take a dividend, I do, whether it be through the Crypto.com card, ATMs, or Coinbase, for example. Remember, this is not investment advice. It's just what I do, my journey, and how I've been making my side income through crypto, about $300 a month at the moment. Pros and cons of Nexo. I forgot to make a bump for this one. Again, daily interest. Probably the highest or second highest interest rate of all the platforms here. They're going to have a referral program soon. The only thing that, if there are any cons, it has great insurance, but if it has any cons, it's more that it's just not the highest rate. But that's pretty much it. The app is very useful. The app is really wonderful. Looks really good. Works very well. And yeah, again, the biggest con is probably that if you put your assets into a custodianship, then they're technically not yours. But because they have insurance, they are liable to pay you back for the assets that you throw on there. So that's good. They have you covered. Other than that, Nexo is really good. And I will be putting more things onto Nexo in the future. Currently, the market's looking really good right now. We are up everywhere. About 2.5 to 3%, depending where you look. Ethereum, up 5%, doing extremely well. Cardano is about to be listed on Coinbase. So let's see if I can look it up real quick. Cardano. There we go. Yeah, so it's been going up, and then over the past couple of days, it went up even more. So Cardano is going to be very interesting. If it follows every other pattern that we've ever seen on Coinbase, once it's listed, it will shoot to the moon and then go down. So there we go. As far as Bitcoin and its halving right now, we are about 2 months past the halving. If we look back at the previous halvings, it took about 4 months to start seeing actual rises. So all of the Bitcoin holders, we're just sitting here waiting. It is going to be what it is. And then most likely it'll make all the other boats rise. Other than that, I hedge with stable coins and other things like that. I'm really enjoying CRO. So every month I'll be dumping a couple hundred into there, and then that will rise extremely quickly. Remember, with CRO, every 2,000 or so is $1 a day. So there you go. With Nexo, at 5% for Bitcoin, that's pretty good, and it's a daily income. Not bad at all. Again, better than free Bitcoin. Not quite as high as BlockFi or Crypto.com. However, they require a certain amount of time before it compounds. And with Crypto.com, you have to compound manually. So again, for those platforms, I intend to use several thousand or more before I switch anything over to those platforms, whether it be USDC coin or Bitcoin or whatever. Bitcoin, I tend to move more slowly because I want to be absolutely sure that, you know, the Bitcoin is going to be safe, no matter what amount, whether it be $5 or $5 grand. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, Ethereum, still waiting for 2.0. I'm still stocking up on Ethereum slowly here, trying to get to 32 so that I can stake. Not quite there yet, but we'll get there at some point. I hope you guys are safe out there. I hope that you are finding wonderful opportunities despite the hardships going on right now. Again, if you're a non-believer, I would, you know, I think that personally stablecoins are a good way to go. It's still dollars, and there's like space dust's worth of capital gains when you cash out if you have to. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next week, and I'll break all of this down just a little bit more. So have a nice one, guys. Bye bye.